Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to the moment you've all been waiting for, an exclusive first look at the brand new Cosmic, our very next Megataunt Cosmic Monster who also has Taunt and is immune to freeze, Cryocrawler. This, I can already tell you, is going to be a meta monster moving forward. Do not miss out on this monster, you 100% need this monster on your team. And the ultimate is pretty cool. It's not a cutscene like Roost Wayne, whose was really cool, but it was pretty cool still. When Cryoton was showered in Stardust, the effect of its crystallization caused a landslide. Seaquake was born from it, but it made Cryoton lose a big part of its rocky surface. In exchange, it gained a new and shiny layer of Stardust that now forms part of its body, which also has taken a different shape. Meet Cryocrawler, Cryoton's new cosmic self. I gotta say, Cryoton, you got a huge change. This is a phenomenal monster. So starting things off, he has the mountain trait. Oh, he's actually immune to stun and freeze. Very nice. For some reason, I thought he was only immune to freeze. So you can't stun this monster, you can't freeze this monster. Only thing you can do to this monster is possess him. But one thing about tanks is that they tend to have a lot of self-skill, so even if you possess or corrupt them, it doesn't even matter, you're good to go. At rank 1, you get Taunt. That's right, you absorb all single target attacks. So we're also getting a new monster called Roost Wayne, and that monster has Dodge Area. So these two monsters can work together really well, right? Because you can't target Roost until you kill this monster, but this monster is drawing all the single target attacks to itself. And then at rank 3, Status Caster Megataunt, I mean, that's just like the main mechanic right now. Put this monster on defense, put this monster on offense. You're able to beat opponents that are way above your league. On defense, maybe the opponent has a tough time taking your main monster, whether it's a Hardy or Vanoss or Super Fox on defense. For Infinite Gauntlet, this monster is going to be useful. For those of you that have Bomb Beta, now you have another Status Caster Megataunt monster to use in the Infinite Gauntlet, especially since Social Point is updating the Infinite Gauntlet. I suspect it'll be harder, so now you're going to have more Megataunt monsters you can use. And if you have Shelly, now you have 3. And heck, Shelly can resurrect, so that's like having 4 Megataunt monsters to use at your disposal. So yeah, that's Cryocrawler for you. The power of this monster is 7601, and that's right around the middle. It's tied with monsters like Orozmig, Oxomeg, Teddy VR, Vanoss, Heiz, Razulka, and Super Fox. The life stat, this is what's impressive about this monster. 82035, this is officially the highest life stat in the game. That's right, this brand new Megataunt Cosmic has the highest life stat. It is higher than that of the exclusive monster Solar Flare, who had 81130. So that's right, this new monster cannot be stunned, cannot be frozen. You have a Taunt trait, just like Solar Flare, but you also have Megataunt at the start of the battle, so immediately better than Solar Flare in that regard. As for the speed stat, this is third from the bottom. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Tanks tend to be slow. It's actually a unique stat. He's the only monster that has this speed stat. But just to give you guys some reference, the next speed stat, the next slowest speed stat is 5632. Krampus the Killjoy, Bomb Beta, Thundercon, Binkson, Teddy VR, Heiss, Undead Mr. Beast, and Spawny, they all have that speed stat. And then the lowest speed stat is 5610, which belongs to Kai the Sunmelter and Laser Beam 2099. Alright, let's take a look at his skill set. He has Tenzing, deals moderate water damage to one enemy, 16-0 cooldown, removes 20% of total life from one enemy. Ah, that's right, this monster is also unique in that he can just do percentage, he can just take away percentage of HP from the enemy. So against other tanky monsters, against other Megataunt monsters, this could be super useful because it's just like, hey, I'm not an attacker, I'm not here to deal damage, but let me still take away a chunk of your life. So we'll talk about those a little more. Removes 20% of total life from itself and 25% from all enemies. So if the enemies are within 25% of their HP, they are going to get killed with this skill. If you use Body Slam against an enemy Megataunt monster, you're taking away 75% of HP from the enemy Megataunt. Now, however, it does cost you 20% of your own life. This does, however, cost 0 stamina and has a one-turn cooldown. So I don't know, maybe if you're in a situation where you just need that additional 25%, it could come in handy. This skill, this is straight from Cryoton, if I'm not mistaken. Deals moderate water damage, at least the name. Deals moderate water damage to one enemy, applies a 50% life shield to itself. So tanky monsters need a way of being tanky, so this monster uses shields. Alright, let's see what else we have. An AoE free skill. So not only is this monster tanky, he's also one of our deniers. He's an AoE freeze monster. Very cool. Alright, Olympus applies Megataunt to itself, applies the 50% life shield. I mean, you obviously need this. All the Megataunt status casters have a way to apply Megataunt. I would say Shelly has the best one, right? It's Megataunt, it's 100% life shield, it's 100% damage mirror. Bomb Beta has a Megataunt plus 50% heal, which I would prefer over a life shield. You know, life shields can be removed, they can be blocked, so I would say Bomb Beta is better than Cryocrawlers, but then again, this monster is a lot tankier. So nonetheless, we have to run this skill. This is, yeah, a lot of these skills are straight from Cryoton's names. Deals moderate water damage, applies Mega Freeze. So not only can you AoE deny, you can also single deny with the Mega Freeze. And then this skill applies immune to freeze to all of your allies. And this is 0 cooldown. So even though, you know, Megataunt monsters, they tend to get hit with the CDA. They take all the bad stuff, right? Well, you can still protect your team from freeze. Alright guys, so in terms of a skill set, I would say you're gonna want to run Megataunt. That is like 100% your must. I would say you want to go with Denial. So we're gonna go with Mega Freeze. So it is Megataunt, it is Mega Freeze. This monster has a lot of Mega. And then we're gonna go with the 50% life shield. Again, it's a taunt monster. You want to keep staying alive. So 1 turn cooldown is nice. Yeah, so we're going with this skill. For that last and final skill, it's ultimately up to you. You can do the AoE free skill. In my personal opinion, I don't think it's going to be needed that often. By the time this monster, assuming this monster loses Megataunt on turn 1, you essentially want to reapply Megataunt, okay? If this monster did not lose his Megataunt, you're probably going to want to Mega Freeze one of the enemy monsters, right? The main threat. It's better than AoE freezing everyone, because by the time Cryocrawler actually gets a turn in, there's probably not even 3 monsters alive, so I don't think the AoE freeze is really needed. Obviously, for war situations, you can change things up just to fit your situation. For PvP defense, maybe the AoE freeze, actually the AoE freeze would probably be a nice one, because at that point you do want the AI to just like try to land a Mega Freeze or a Freeze. So, I mean, yeah, it really depends what you're running the monster for. Let's see, applies immunity to freeze to your allies. For the most part, I don't think that's a skill unless more meta freeze monsters are released. Removes 20% of total life. I think that's... Oh, that's so huge. Let's see. It doesn't cost any stamina, but that is... I don't know if you want to lose that much life. I kind of just like the 20% total life for offensive purposes. So if I'm using this monster for offense, I think, yeah, I'm just going to go with the 20% total life that I can single target. The 25% is only nice against those Megataunts. So I think there's situations in which you can run this. Like maybe you're running Super Fox with Cryocrawler. Super Fox does the AoE and hits everyone, and then Cryocrawler, when you go, because the enemy still has Megataunt because you never dealt with it, then you can do Body Slam and potentially kill the Megataunt monster with your own Cryocrawler. Sorry, and I might say Cryoton from time to time just because he's on my mind. But yeah, so there's situations for a lot of skills. A lot of these new monsters I'm seeing, it's like, man, I can see a use for that skill, I can see a use for that skill. So by no means am I saying this is the best skill set, it's just what I'm going to be running for offensive purposes right now. And in terms of relics, this monster can actually hold a trap relic. That's right, we're talking stamina draining Nabulines trap. If this monster's HP drops below 50%, you are draining stamina from the whole enemy team, which is awesome. You know, Bomb Beta holds, what, double armor. He can do double Morg's armor, and yeah, you deal damage, you're extra tankier. But I would argue that draining stamina is a lot more powerful than just dealing some damage and being tankier. This monster can also do a shield, so we are going to go with the other stamina draining shield. So this monster can drain a lot of stamina for relics. I love the relic slots on this huge tank. 100% this is going to be a meta monster. In terms of rune setups, honestly guys, there are so many ways to ruin Megataunt monsters. There's situations when you go all team speed. There's situations where you go 2 team speed and a life. There's situations where you go 3 life. It's all situational, so just change it up to fit the situation. This monster is pretty straightforward in the way you use him. He's a Megataunt monster with a better skill set, I would argue, because you can actually deny, you can actually take away a chunk of the enemy's life, and you also have 2 shield skills to protect you as well. Again, going back to the trait, even if you lose your status caster Megataunt, you end up with taunts, so you can attract single target attack to you. If you have dodge area monster on your team, you're protecting them. This monster is just phenomenal. Alright everyone, so I leveled him up to level 130, but he's actually rank 5, so his stats are a little higher than you would normally have him at 130. But I mean, it's okay. We know what a Megataunt monster does. They are there to absorb attacks, and that's essentially it. For this first team, I'm just going to do double Megataunt and a strong attacker like Vampirastro, and we're just going to click fight and see what we do. I am allowed to do PvP, however, I am not allowed to win the battle because that would be unfair. So we would have a Vanoss for our first battle, but that's fine. I should be going before Vanoss. So let's see what we can do. Spooky. Reaper. Oh, I might still get hit really hard. We'll do that. Mr. Beast Banner, Flying with the Devil. Let's see. Can he OTK? I don't think he'll OTK. Yeah, when he does the AoE, he doesn't OTK. Alright, awesome. So, now I will do Warming Light for the life regen. I will do... Okay, here's where I get an option. Like, what should I do? I could... Here, let's see. I still have a good enough shield. I don't need to reapply Megataunt. AoE freeze in this case could have worked, but you know what? Let's say I couldn't kill Vanoss. Let's just Mega Freeze Vanoss. So now, I don't have to worry about Vanoss for the next 2 turns. So let's kill you. Let's do Reaper over here. Let's go Spooky. Shelly's dead. Resurrects with Uriel's Essence. We'll do my AoE skill. Look, Vanoss didn't die, but it's okay. He's Mega Frozen anyways. Oh look, he's still frozen for 1 more turn. So I think for offensive purposes, double Megataunt is going to be something that could definitely work out. Here's the 20%. So again, even though this monster doesn't deal any damage, just like that, 20% of HP and they are dead. So the skill set, again, it's a lot more, it's funny because he's a lot more defensive, but also because of that 20% life, I would argue he's a little more offensive than Bombeta or Shelly. All right, let's see how we do against this base with a lot of, like, Vampirage could remove positive effects. Will she remove positive effects from both? There's Reaper. Is she going to do Singing for you? And Spooky. And Singing for you. Okay, she removed Megataunt from both of my Megataunt monsters. Blinding Punch. Ouch, I just took quite a bit of damage. Here, let's go Spooky. I think we're going to have to end with a total blind on Lindworm. I'm hoping that he doesn't Sequence Bender into himself. Here is a Flying with the Devil. All right, Sequence Bender, he did, but he doesn't have enough stamina. All right, and this is where I protect my Megataunt monster with Shine. And then, ooh, I have all these dots. Look at this. I can do remove 20% of total life and just kill Lindworm if I needed to. I can Mega Freeze. Let's say I was really afraid of Vampirastro. Actually, my accuracy is too reduced. I am just going to set a Megataunt and a 50% life shield so the dots can absorb it. Highway to Hell, it just got ulted, but that's okay. Now, I lost Megataunt on Bombeta, but now I still have Megataunt on my other monster. All right, let's go Spooky. Here, let's kill Lindworm. There's that, and oh, he didn't have Resurrection. All right, Nightmare on the Street. All right, let's see. It's going to be Reaper. Lost my Megataunt, unfortunately. And there's Nabulaine's Trap kicking in, and that's why I'm saying, like, yeah, this monster can hold double armor, but that Nabulaine's Trap just comes in handy so much. Let's cleanse negative effects. Man, these two Megataunt monsters, this monster being able to cleanse and this monster's skills are so awesome. All right, once again, huge threat. Why don't we freeze you? Why don't we Mega Freeze you? Let's... Oh, immune to control. My bad. If she wasn't immune to control, that would have actually been a smart play. All right, Spooky, Reaper. Sometimes I just get carried away with the monsters without remembering, like, what is their traits, what are their relics, what's all that. Here are some dots. All right, let's see. Shine of the Bulb. Ingvar's Banner kicks in. Spooky, Reaper. Let's see if you're going to take me down. Spooky, I think the AoE will do it. Oh, I lost Cryo, but keep in mind, he was 130 and he's only running 1 life. For this specific setup, I decided to just do 1 life rune. All right, there's Reaper and Spooky. And like I said, it's pretty straightforward with Megataunt monsters. You literally plop them into any team. You let them absorb attacks. You let them go. Wow, he has huge hands. And it's pretty straightforward from there. These battles are boring, so we're not going to bother with this. Here, let's actually get rid of Bombeta. Let's get rid of Bombeta, and let's put in... Who should we put in? Let's put in a Lindworm, I guess. We could do Tabora. There's honestly like so many different options we could do. Because the main thing, once again, Megataunt monsters, they're just there to absorb attacks, and then you let your other monsters do the work. Alright, you know what? I should probably showcase that other skill that removes 25% of life from the enemy. Alright, we're going to start with the Sequence Bender. Anticipation, waiting to hunt. That's fine. Here's a Spooky. Scorch Wolves. Oh, he's actually Thunder-based, so that's my elemental weakness. There's Reaper. Here is a Spooky. Yeah, Lord Platypus. When you have Megataunt on your side, Lord Platypus, not a threat. He just tried to freeze me. I am immune to freeze. Alright, Nightmare on the Street. And just like that, we take down Lord Platypus. He resurrects. Alright, Nightmare on the Street as well. I tanked it. We're going to do Revert Events to cleanse all those negative effects. Let's see. This would kill you. Look at this. They all actually kill. What level are you? 140. What am I going to do? Let's do the... Let's just use my 20% life just to kill him. Which is cool that you can do just like in the snap of a finger. 20% of your life is gone. That's pretty awesome. Alright, we'll exit out of that battle. Here, let's give him the... Let's actually give him the 25% total life skill. And let's see if I can't use it against a Megataunt monster. It would also be interesting to maybe like reset my cooldowns and do it twice against a Megataunt monster. That'd be fun. Oh man, we can't do this base. That'd be too easy. That'd be way too easy. Alright, so let's see what I can showcase on this next battle. So we have, ooh, double Megataunt Hardy base. Alright. Unfortunately, that is a 150 Hardy with Strength Rune, so I am scared to see what he's going to do. Here, we'll do Age Overseer. And then it is a Strike of the Iron Way. Guys, that wasn't fair. He is fully maxed out, level 150. I am not level 150. I think for the purpose of this, I should just take myself to 150 as well. Alright, I am level 150, and we have a Vanos, we have a Shelly, and we have an Ondana. Alright, the first thing I want to do, I'm going to Sequence Bender into Cryocrawler just to do Body Slam. Let's take this slow. So Megataunt absorbs it, and there it is. 75% of HP gone, just like that, snap of a finger, and I take 20% of HP. So that's the bad thing about that, right? Alright, I'm running 1 single life rune, so I'm still pretty tanky. Hit me with the day skill, that's fine. Here, let's do... You know what I want to do? This is completely for fun. I'm planning to lose this game. So we're gonna recharge. I want to revert events. And I want to body slam again. And check this out. Kill the Shelly. This Megataunt monster killed the Shelly by taking away 75% of HP twice. That was awesome. That was great. Alright, let's see if I can still pull this off. We are going to do... Actually, I might be able to. What do you have? Days? Oh, that's fine. Here, let's Era Traveler you in case you get an attack. We'll go Spooky. Pump Seed Staff. We'll go Reaper. Pump Seed Staff. Alright, let's see. Nightmare's good. Spooky. And Recharge. Alright, Bite. Got trait disabled. Age Overseer. And look, I can Mega Freeze. Here, let's Mega Freeze Shelly. I don't want Shelly to do anything. Bam! Mega Freeze. Yeah, I think the Mega Freeze is probably more useful than the AoE Freeze. But again, for defensive purposes, probably the AoE Freeze, just because you want the AI to be able to deny or do like whatever to the enemy. All right, guys. So I'm super surprised that last battle worked out. So the thing about this monster is I can literally make a bunch of videos, different team comps. I can put a legendary with, for example, Thalas. I can put Lindworm and Thalas. I can do so many different things, but it wouldn't matter because Megataunt monsters are straightforward. Plop them into literally any team and just they absorb the attack. And you're good, right? Even if you're battling a Hardy base, right? If I had Bombeta and this monster and I give him life runes, like Hardy could attack them, he's going to switch out attacking the Megataunt monsters. One time he'll attack Bombeta, the other time he'll attack this other monster. So it doesn't matter that one of them has vulnerable because the other one doesn't. Then your main strong attack monster can attack. Like there's so many different mechanics you can play with Megataunt, especially double Megataunt. So that's awesome. If you lose Megataunt, you also have single taunts. Ha, he's a fantastic monster. So guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Anything you have to say about Cryocrawler, let me know in the comments below. If there's anything you want me to test, also let me know in the comments below so I can test it. And with that being said, huge thanks to Social Point for giving me the chance to do this exclusive first look. I look forward to reading your guys' comments and remember to subscribe.